Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and check to see if this is streaming pretty good. I think it just said that my connection was a little bit bad. But I'm going to be doing some beginner's makeup. Honestly, I just needed some new content for my channel. And figured why not just get on here, do some makeup. So just give me just a second while I look at this on my computer, just so I can make sure that the sorry about that, I'm gonna mute that, just so I can make sure that you guys are seeing me clear. And yeah, so if you guys are seeing this, please feel free to share it, chime in. I do welcome you know, comments and opinions and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do have a couple new items, so I'm going to try to use those. Hopefully they work out well. Like, I have a new foundation I'm going to be trying out. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm going to be trying it out. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks about right in my color. So, yeah. And I also have a hydrating facial mist. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. I'm going to take my glasses off, and hopefully I'm not too blind to see anything. So I'm going to start off by using this Burt's Bees hydrating facial mist. Because my face is kind of dry. Ooh, and that smells pretty good too. It's made with aloe water. And then as I dry this down just a little bit, I'm going to go over it with this Cover FX Blurring Primer. This is what I've been using for a while now, and I have a bunch of different primers up there, but this one's been working out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and get some primer. I would have some music or something back here, but I didn't prepare that far. Get my mirror. So I'm going to go ahead, get this off. Thank you. It's actually one of those wall hangings. That, like those big tapestries you put on a wall. I had a bunch of them, so I've been using that. This one, the Cover FX, I'm going to assume it's that, because I have the computer and my phone going, so the comments are coming in a little delayed on my phone than it is from my computer. And I'm too blind to see all the way to my computer to see what's on there. Alright. So now that I have my primer down, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Actually, no. We're going to go ahead and start with my eyebrows. That way I can do the foundation after that. Alright, so the kit I'm going to be using, and if you guys see any of my other videos on my YouTube when I do my brows, I've been using this Profusion eyebrow kit. It works really well, so I don't see a reason to stop using it, even though I have higher quality or bigger name brand products out there. But this right here, it works really well, and it's nice and affordable. Let me just grab a eyebrow thing over here, and like I have like tons of like brushes and stuff over here. Came in a box here a while back. I love it. That's one of the few that, yeah, right. And it has like this powder smooth kind of like feel to it. I'm trying to find, I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to be using this brow spoolie by the Brow Gal. It's really thin, so it makes it really easy to do your brows with. So I'm just going to move some stuff out the way just a little bit. I'm going to get started on the brows, and I know that usually takes me a while, so I don't know why I didn't actually start the video with my brows done, because sometimes it can take me a while to get it done. So I'm just going to move my glasses out the way. Alright, and if it looks like I'm looking off to the side, because I have a mirror right here so that I can see what I'm doing, because I'm too blind to look all the way into the viewfinder. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and shape the brows up. That's one thing. I feel like I've gotten better at it. It don't take nearly as long as it used to. And so I guess that's a plus. And I'm looking, I think the kid's been in here messing with my stuff again, because I have this tool that I use for my eyebrows, and it is the best if I can find it. Kids, where is it? Get my brain on. Alright, so I'm looking lost because I think my kids have come in here and moved some of my stuff out the way. Is it Kamira or is it Demaya on Kamira's account? Either way, hi you guys. Where is it? Alright, hold on. Is this it? I think I found it. I found it. Alright, so this is what I've been using right here to shape my brows. It's like one of those razor pens. It has like a flexible razor on the end. And this is like really good for like shaping the brows without using like the stick razors or anything like that. So I'm just going to brush this up. And just right here where I have like the hair grew back, take this, find the blade side. And I can just kind of comb right across. And it shapes the brow up really easy. So I'm just taking off the extra hair. Because I found if I don't do this before, if I don't do this before I start my eyebrows, then my eyebrows end up being like super thick. And I don't like to tweeze them because I'm scared that my eyebrows won't grow back. Hi, Kamira. But, so yeah. So if I can just give me a second. I now see why people do their videos and they start their lives with their eyebrows already done. Because it can take a while. Yeah, it's a blade. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's a blade. I'm sorry I got some eyebrow gunk in there. But yeah, it's like it's a blade and it's bendable. And I just flexed it and put in there. And then you can just almost like comb through it. And it just takes all the hair off. It's so much easier than trying to tweeze or trying to use a different kind of like razor to get it. This one, I got it off of Amazon, and it's probably some random company I done came across. I don't see the actual name on this box. It just says razor pen, but I'll go back in my Amazon history, Amber, and I'll send it to you. Because I haven't had it long, so I should be able to get to it fairly easy. Or, I mean, you're like Amazon savvy. You can just type in like razor pen and these should come up. Alright, so now I got rid of all the excess hair. And honestly, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it already looks so much better just removing that extra hair. So I'm going to go ahead and like I said, I'm using a Profusion brow kit. I'm going to be using a mix of these two dark colors right here to get my brow shaped up. And I already feel like this is going to be a day when my, you're welcome, brows are not matching, but we're going to see what we can do with them. Alright. I feel like I need music, but whatever. So this is the brush that comes with it. It's thicker. So again, I'm using the brush from the Brow Gal because it's much thinner and I can get a much better line out of it. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible while trying to keep it neat. You're welcome. Now I'm going to go back with the thicker one just to fill it in. And it's alright if it looks a little chunky right now because I'm also going to go back with the concealer to clean it up and sharpen up the line a little bit. And if anybody like tunes in and something's like looking crazy, please feel free to let me know. That's how I learn. So yeah, if you guys have like any opinions or any tips for me as you see any of it, feel free to let me know. That way I'm not running around here looking completely crazy. All right. I think I'm gonna make this just a little darker. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the other side, and then I'll go back and use the concealer to clean it up and just blend it out a little bit more. I don't know why, for some reason, even though it's the opposite side, I feel like I do a lot better. I don't know, maybe I'm concentrating a little bit more on this side. I'm just switching back to the brush that came with the kit, just because I can pick up more of the product with this brush. Now I feel like I need to go back to this side. Thank you. I haven't even applied any product outside of some hydrating mist, and I used this Cover FX blurring primer. So I mean, it's kind of like blurring it over. So if you say it looks good, I'm gonna take it. Maybe I'm doing something a little bit better nowadays. Like, I don't know what's up with this eyebrow, but like I spent almost twice the time on this side than I did on this one, and this one still look a hot mess. So we'll see how this works out. Alright, now what I'm going to do, because I feel like that's as close as I'm probably going to get it without destroying it too much, I'm just going to go back in with the concealer to help clean up the lines on it. And then we can move on, because I don't want to sit here messing with it too much. So the concealer that I'm going to be using, let me just get a tray out over here. The concealer I'm going to be using is from Amazing Cosmetics. I've been using this product for a while now, and it works really well, and it blends out really good. I'm only going to use this color on the bottom because it's lighter than my skin color. And then I'm going to leave the top open until I do the foundation and clean it up with the foundation, so I don't end up with like that big bright line on top of my eyebrow. I just noticed I'm looking at my computer screen and it looks so much brighter than what I'm actually am. So hopefully you guys are seeing it the way I'm seeing it from my phone. And I need to get a concealer brush. I have too many brushes. I have way too many brushes. Where is it? Too many. This one? No, that's not it. Got way too many brushes. Alright, so hopefully it came back. Did it come back? Is it bad? Oh no, I'm looking. Let me reset this really quick. I don't know what's going on. I think it's tripping. Okay, I think I'm back. If it looks crazy, can somebody let me know? Because I just switched the network that I was on. And I don't want it to look too crazy. Alright, so this is just, I don't know what brand of brush this is, but it's just a brush I was using. It's a flat brush. I'm just going to use this to go and try to clean up the bottom of my eyebrow. Like, I don't know why. Like, the product does not want to stick to this brow. And the color I'm using is, I think it's caramel. Is it caramel? It should be caramel. Okay, for some reason I can't find the color, but I believe it's caramel. Yeah, it is in caramel. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just used that concealer just to clean up the bottom of here where it was like a little fuzzy looking. I think I had to go too much. I did. Should have just left it alone. I feel like you can see where I took too much off. Alright. And like I said, I'm going to leave the top undone for now. And I'm going to use the foundation that's going to match to do the top so that I don't have the bright ring sticking out on the top. And like, if anybody's like watching and you check out my YouTube channel, I've been slowly trying to build up more videos for like beginner type makeup, because I have a ton of makeup, and if I could, I would swing the camera around. You guys can see like there's a ton of stuff in here, and I was like, I figure I can just do makeup videos for beginners, and hopefully people can chime in and give me some tips and pointers to help out. It's a little shaky. And I'm not actually adding any more product. I'm just basically using whatever's on my brush to fill in where I kind of took a little bit too much off. I'm just trying to straighten up this line right here. All right. I don't know, they look pretty even to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to foundation. This all right here is gonna get blended in under the foundation, so I'm not really worried about that. We'll just take it up just to sharpen up the front of that brow. Okay, so like I said, I've already done the primer. I used the Cover FX blurring primer, and we're gonna hope this works out because I'm about to use a foundation that I haven't used already. Whenever I figure out what I just did with it, there it is. So lately, I've been sticking with this right here, the L'Oreal True Match, and this has been my favorite. But I have been receiving like all these foundations lately. So maybe in the next video I'll use this one. It was exclusively made for me from Bare Minerals. This is their Made to Fit. But today we're going to be using the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. Seeing how that works out because I just received this one. And I got a new beauty, well, it's not a beauty blender, but this is the Juno Microfiber Fusion Sponge. I've been seeing this one all over, so I got one. And I've used it already, and I love it. So if you're using the beauty blenders, I would recommend giving this one a try. It's like a beauty blender, but it's covered with like a microfiber, like coating or whatever. That's what you want to call it. And it works out really well. So what I'm going to just do now is get a couple pumps of that down there onto my little palette. And we're just going to start to, hope that's not too light. Just start to apply this like all over the face. And blend this out. Okay, so I have to wait to see if this color oxidizes a little before I can really tell if this color is going to work out for me or if I'm going to have to switch back to the other colors that I'm used to using. I don't know, I feel like it looks a little ashy. You see it, like it looks a little patchy around there. Like I said, this is a new product that I'm using and I haven't used it yet. So, I mean, no, it looks different on my forehead than it does on the rest of my face. And that's what's weird to me right now. I'm going to actually get just like a little dot of that. And get over my eyes. Kind of use that as like an eyelid primer. I'm going to go back over that with some concealer too. Alright, it's starting to blend in a little bit better. Like I'm really... If anybody's out there still watching, could you let me know if it looks like extra bright to you? Because on my phone, it looks my normal color. But on my computer, on live that's showing on my computer, it looks really washed out. And I don't know if it's just because all the lights that I have around is showing up different on the computer. But I'm not really pale right now. I don't know why it's showing up that way. I'll have to take a picture and put it up because if it's showing up the way it's looking on my computer, it's looking crazy. Alright, so actually I think this blended out very nice actually. I'm pretty surprised because it did look really ashy at first on my forehead. Just make sure you blend that all the way up into the hairline. You get your ears and under the neck. Get my ears so my ears match. Okay, so there. That's pretty good coverage too, because I have a dark mark here, and it did actually a pretty good job of covering that up. Okay, so that actually worked out really well. I don't even think I had to use a full pump of this. I may have used, yeah, about a half a pump, and I was able to do my whole face. I'm not really into cakey and really thick makeup, so that worked out well for me. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this illuminating concealer. As you can see, it's very light, and I'm going to use this one in the color Light Caramel. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that under the eye and down the nose, in the center, and down here, just to highlight just a little bit. And I want to make sure I don't use too much of that, so I'm just going to lightly dot that down here. Make sure I get the other side. Down the center. I want to work with this before it dries too much. I'm going to go ahead and blend this out before it starts to dry, and then I'll go back with a deeper color. I do feel like this concealer is drying down a little bit faster than I like with this foundation. But we'll make it work. And the good thing about this concealer, I forgot to mention, it's called Illuminate because it has like highlighting properties in it. So I don't know if you guys can see, like when I like turn, there's like a slight sheen to it, and that's from the actual concealer, and without me adding a separate highlighter to my face. I'm just going to apply that right to the center of my forehead too. Oh my gosh, my computer screen is like really scared me. I hope it's not looking white and ghostly like it's looking on my computer screen, because that's really not what it looks like. And you guys will see that when I upload a picture of the final look. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more. I think that's good right here. My face is so dry in here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a fluffy, not really fluffy, but use this right here. This is just a generic brush, and I am going to add a little bit of this contour powder just to bring some color back around the sides of my face. And I'm going to be using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. If you guys can see that. And let's just add like a little bit of warmth back into the face. I'll lightly use this around the perimeter of the face, making sure I don't hit where I put the highlight at. Get a little bit down here. All right, and so that's all the face stuff I'm going to do for now. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. I'm trying to do something relatively simple, so I don't think it's going to take me too long to do this. So let me just gather a couple brushes for this eye look, and we can go ahead and get started. Mostly going to be using these Luxie brushes. They're nice and fluffy, so I'm probably going to need a couple of those. I know I'm going to need probably a synthetic flat brush to help me pack on some color. And I'm going to need, I had a pencil brush out, and I have no clue what I did with it. There it is, right here. I'm going to use this pencil brush right there. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to grab these two. I'm going to pick up my brush that I dropped. All right, so I got some brushes. We're going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add actually some of this Illuminate concealer on my eye because it's nice and light, and it's going to give me a nice base to work with. I'm going to go ahead and put that on and just blend that around on the eye. And do both of them. Like I said, this is like a makeup video for like beginners. I don't think I'm doing anything that's like too difficult, and I really feel like if I can do it, anybody can, especially given how lazy I am with makeup. But all right, so now we got some concealer down on the eyes. Make sure it's not tacky still. I'm going to be using this Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. I just received this one, and I see why they call it the Holy Grail palette. It's really nice, and it has a good set of colors in there. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just get this Luxie 205 taper blending brush. It's nice and fluffy, and I'm going to put down this color right here called, let me put it where you guys can see it. I'm going to put this color called Bestie down. Where'd it go? Bestie. Right here. It's this really neutral looking color. I'm going to go and put that down up here in like the crease kind of like area. Actually, I can use this right here. This will probably work better. So I just want to make sure I get that nice and blended in there. Then I'm going to also go over and do the other side. I really want to try to keep this toward the top and up in the crease. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit of a shorter brush, and I'm going to, actually I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to go a little bit darker. I'm going to use this color called Are You Kidding Me? You guys can see that right there. I'm going to put this just below that color called Bestie. And do that for both sides. Sorry, I don't want to block it. Yeah. And I'm going to use this little pencil. What's the name of this one? This is a mini round brush, Deluxe 141. That's this little bitty one right here. I'm going to go back into the Are You Kidding Me? And just really try to like deepen up that crease. And I don't know if you guys could see the difference. Alright, so now that I've got that done, I'm actually going to go back in with a little bit of the concealer because I'm going to be adding some pink-like colors on there. And to apply that, I'm going to be using this little flat brush right here. So I'm going to grab my concealer again. Whatever I did with it, it's right here in my face. I'm just going, I kind of want to use this brush to do it. Okay, so I lied. I said I wasn't going to cut the crease, but I did anyway. I just really need this color to show up. Get some more of that. And again, the concealer that I'm using is the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Concealer in the color Light Caramel. Just going to do this for both sides. Okay. I think that's good enough for me to be able to apply the colors. And I'm going to just take that fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go for this really light color called Thanks a Latte. I'm using the Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette, the Holy Grail palette. But I'm using this Thanks a Latte color just to help make sure that the concealer isn't tacky or anything like that when I get ready to apply those lighter eyeshadow colors. So it's kind of like setting down that concealer. I'm just going to do that to both sides. Okay. Oops. Alright, so now the next color that I'm going to be adding in here, I'm just going to pick up another one of these Luxie brushes. This time I'm going to be using the 231 small taper blending brush. This is from Luxie. And I'm going to be applying this color called Ploof. Trying to get it so you guys can see it. This color right here, that's like a light shimmery like pink color. I'm just going to be applying that right on top of where the concealer is at. To be honest, I think I might need something even smaller if I really want to keep this separate. So I'm going to actually just pick up this. This is the mini angle. And I know it's an angle brush, but it's going to work out better. Now I'm only taking that about halfway across. I honestly almost feel like I want to use this wet. So I'm going to take some of my Spray Set Go and spray the brush. If I spray it in the right direction. And see if we can get more color off of that if we use it wet. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so this is the color, again, this is the color Plouf that I'm applying to my eyes now. Okay, so now, I know I feel like it just took me forever to do that. I'm going to use the same brush that I was just using. Again, that is the 131 Mini Angle brush from Luxie. And using the same technique, I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush again because I found I get more color payoff that way. And I'm going to go into this color down here called So Jelly. It's like really pink. It's really cute. So I'm going to add that now. And I'm just going to take that, blending over halfway where I just added the color Plouf, and all the way to the outer corner. It's not as pink as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to take a dry brush and see if I can pick up some more color that way. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do for that color. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process on the other side. And then I'll move on to doing my eyeliner. And we're going to try to get some lashes on. Keyword try. Just drag that color down. Okay, so one more time, I'm going to take that little round brush and I'm going to go back into that Are You Kidding Me color just to bring my line back. You guys see it cleaned the line back up. There we go. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do right now for color. I'm just cleaning the line back up. And now I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm done with that for now. I have one more thing to do with it, but that's going to be later. I'm going to move on to try and add some eyeliner. We're going to do some eyeliner, and then we're going to attempt to do some lashes, and that's probably where I'm going to struggle at. So for my liner, I'm going to be using the Pretty Vulgar. This is their ink pot, and the color is really deep and dark. I'm just looking for an eyeliner brush. I'm going to be using this really small angled eyeliner brush. Where's my little plate? I had a little plate over here. I'm just going to wipe off any excess I have on here. Alright. So it comes in here. You guys can barely see in there, but it's like a little ink pot. And we're going to attempt to do a wing and see if it works out. Alright. Okay, so this is going much smoother than I thought it was gonna go. I guess I can't really complain about that. Now I'm just gonna go back in and fill that line in. Trying to use a steady hand because this stuff can easily get out of control. I'm trying to make sure that line is straight. Do a little bit of tight lining because I hate when you have like that gap in between like your eyeliner and like your eyelashes. All right. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do bottom liner or not. I think I am. And just a little bit down there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. See, this is where it comes in handy to do like actual recorded videos, because then you don't have to worry about the breaks and pauses in between. How far did it go? Go ahead and fill this one in now. Okay, now again, I'm just gonna take the excess that's left on here, and I'm just gonna drag that along the bottom. Alright, so we got some eyeliner on. Whew. I managed to get that done without blinding myself. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be doing these lashes. They actually came from like a lash kit I have up here. I don't want to move the camera. But yeah, I have a lash kit. I'm going to go ahead and get some glue. Make sure I got these set up to go on the right eye. Okay. Get some glue in there while I go ahead and do my mascara so I can let the glue dry down just a little bit. I think my kids are out there destroying stuff. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get some glue here. Gosh. I got some new glue. Just a second while I dig over here. I know I just bought a new thing of glue. Is it down here? No. Sorry if it looks like I'm concentrating. It's because I really am. Alright, I'm just going to get that down. Add some glue to this other one over here. Lashes has never been my strong suit, so it's something I like to try to practice now. Alright, so now I got some glue on my lashes and it's drying down. While it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara. I'm going to be using the Superhero It Mascara, and this is in the color Super Black. I'm going to go ahead and add some of that to the other side. Ah! No! Alright. I have damage control. Because I blinked. I blinked and it made a mess. So I'm just going to take this. And hopefully... Go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Alright, I wasn't planning on doing like a black smudge or anything under there, but I guess today I'm going to be doing that. So I'm just going to take this right here because there's a couple clumps that came off. And I'm going to get them off. Okay. So now we have my first lash over here. I'm going to attempt to apply this. Here's a mirror, closer mirror. Come on. These lashes are not cooperating. I do not understand why I don't want to cooperate. Alright. Nope. Alright, so I finally got on there. So I'm going to leave that one to dry while I work on trying to get the other one on, and then I'll come back and clean that line up. Hopefully this one goes on a lot smoother. Yes, I don't know what the deal is. Why this one? I hate using white glue. It goes on so much better than the other side does. And once it like dries down, then I'll Go back over with my liner. Alright, so now what I'm just going to do, go back in with whatever I did with it, my eyeliner brush, and we are going to fix that boo-boo I have right there because it's not cooperating. I'm just going to get a little bit of product on here. Just make sure we have it where I want it to be at. I'm going to have to thicken this one up. Alright, so now that we have that on, I feel like that took me forever. I'm just going to go back in with this little pencil brush, and I'm going to take that color, Are You Kidding Me? And I'm going to take it from the outside corner in a little bit. I'm just going to do that on both. And then I'm going to take that color, So Jelly. Try to get a good amount of that on there. And run that under the eye. I don't know what the deal is with this lash right here, but it's not doing what I wanted to do. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do for that eye. I'm going to add a little bit of this brightener stick right here. Okay. Into the inner corner, we need something really bright. We're just going to use this and take that color Plouf and put it right in the inner corner. Something that's going to be more highlighty. Whew. Nails start running from trying to get these lashes on. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to apply some blush. And then I'm going to do my highlight and then my lip color. And honestly, I think that's going to be it for this makeup look. I don't think I really need to do too much more after that. So the blush I'm going to be using is also from Pretty Vulgar in the color, it's called Hush Blush, number 18. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of that. And that adds a little bit of color. Okay, so the highlighter I think I'm going to go ahead and try today is from Cargo. This is their HD Picture Perfect highlighter in the color Bronze. I don't know how well this is going to show up. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's subtle. It's not like a super highlight. I'm gonna take a little bit. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and spray my setting spray, and then I'm going to add my lip color, and I think I should be done. So I'm going to go ahead and dry that down a little bit. Okay, so now for my lip color, I'm going to be using the Bite Beauty in the color Meringue. So you guys can see what color that is. It's kind of pinky nude. I'm also going to be topping that with, if I can find it, from Tarte. I have their Tarteist lip paint in the color Insta Famous. It's this really shimmery kind of color. And then I'm just going to take this lip liner, and I don't know exactly the color, but that's the thing on there. Go ahead and line the lip. Okay, so there I have that on. I'm going to go ahead and add my lip color. Oops, knocked my mirror over. And then I'm going to add this Tarteist lip paint over that in the color Insta Famous. Just want to get... I feel like I need more highlighter. So just let's get some more highlighter. All right, so I'm going to go into, if my kids haven't destroyed this one, let's see if this is a little bit... We're going to add on top of the highlighter I'm already using from Vintage, their Rose Quartz highlighter. And then I think I'll be done after that. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go try to fix my hair up just a little bit, and then I'll take a picture. That way, if the colors are coming off online, then you guys can actually see what it looks like in picture form. I just want to thank you guys that tuned in with me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I would love to have you guys support. Feel free to share this video if you guys have any tips or anything like that for me. Go ahead and let me know. I'm all ears. I would love to learn more. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video on that note, and thank you guys.